Hey guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing? Hey, Cancer, Cancer. In the fourth house, Devil, Cancer, Cancer. This gonna be kind of lengthy because I'm adding the full moon. I mean the new moon and the full moon, which is the new moon is gonna be in Cancer. The full moon is in Capricorn. I touched a little bit on it yesterday, and the other Cancer reading in Capricorn in the 10th house. Yeah. So I'm going to read first about Cancer in the fourth house, and then we'll take it from there. Okay. Oh, shoot. Cancer in the fourth house. According to astrology-zodiac. Okay. Fourth house in Cancer. Each fourth house set in Cancer speaks of the connection one has to their family. It is a house of inheritance in its core, and the sign of Cancer here gives an emphasis on family matters that came into one's life only to be resolved. This is a position of gratitude, incredible opportunity, and all challenges left in one's genes. Emotional issues will be truly important, and the heart often won't go where it is supposed to, simply out of subconscious need to find what was left by other people. Grandmothers and grandfathers who lost something have been closed up or were going before their time. The most important thing a person has to find with this position is the love for oneself and ability to be gentle, slow enough, and filled with compassion for their own needs. It speaks of closeness with the parent of opposite sex, but also speaks of the lack of it in a challenging setting and the way it affected all close relationships one is able to build in their adult life. Okay. So it's bringing out both sides. That's why it's devil, cancer, cancer, cancer in that house. Okay. So we have the fourth house here, and Capricorn is across from it. It's opposite polarity. Okay. So that could bring some resentment. That could bring some hurt, right? Um, yeah. Let's see. Cancer in the fourth house, emotional about family. Natives born in Cancer in the fourth house are emotionally satisfied when having a great life at home because they're loyal to their family. More than often, these natives are working with the comfort of their own home and with pleasure. Their connections with people in their home are usually imperceivable. It looks like everything they're doing in life needs to be related to their home. Hold on, let me check something. Yeah, okay. Cancer in the fourth house, cusp, positive, eloquent, confident, and industrious. Negative, confrontational, and self destructive. Advice: try to avoid becoming irresponsible to others' needs. Celebrities: Joanne Sebastian, Morgan Freeman, interesting. Greta Garbo, Connor Anthony Gregory, Sigourney Weaver. Hmm. Protective of their family. People born with Cancer in the fourth house give all of their emotions to their families because they want to be nurtured and protected by their loved ones. When it comes to the base for their private and personal life, this is all about the people they love the most. This placement is for those who live in the same time with their family, also for the ones who don't give up on family traditions. It simply rests where they're feeling comfortable and where they're being nurtured. Cancer is at home in the fourth house and the rule of the home life. This house is the one of the influence people have on others, of how they can help people in their surroundings find a direction in life as well as a purpose. Every emotion and action they're taking influence their aura, so they have the responsibility to carefully protect themselves and their energetic field. This way, they can as well not negatively influence anyone because they can have a bad influence on others when feeling bad. Because they're big nurturers who act like mothers, they should avoid being smothering. Protective of their roots and family, they give a lot of importance to people at home because these have a great influence on their personality. These natives love to maintain the traditions they have learned on in the family. So they're looking to be in a good relations with their relatives all the time. The more they get old, the more they need a home to settle. Emotional and rather moody. Depending on the place that makes them feel safe, these natives must have privacy. They need somewhere to retreat and reflect. However, when doing this, they should be careful not to become irresponsive to others' needs. And when in private, fourth house cancers are highly reactive, so they need to release their crazy side when together with only one person they care about. Because they're moody and needy, they can sometimes become irrational. Hold on, this going. I didn't do this. Let's loose. Therefore, their loved ones need to understand them and their states. Oh shoot, I forgot to. Sales. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, yeah. Okay, well, I stopped there. Therefore, their loved ones need to understand them and their states of mind. The more sensitive they're feeling, the more they need to withdraw and to be with themselves. People born with Cancer in the fourth house are very sensitive. Ever since childhood, their loved ones have seen them as submissive and subjected to their own needs or emotions. This means they have always needed someone to take care of them. However, because they're nurturing, others may call them to play the role of the caretaker. These are those individuals who treat their friends like family and are affectionate with strangers. This is what their instincts are telling them, including themselves. Therefore, no matter where they may be going, they want to be nurtured and in a cozy atmosphere. When analyzing how good cancers are as parents, it can be seen they're not only physically protected but as well emotionally and mentally. Their responsibilities weigh a lot for them because this is how the Cancer in the fourth house is influencing them to be. If not able to move their emotions onto a higher level of being, they can't nurture their feelings and their emotional expressions. When developing their selfish ways, they can use the excess that they're trying to overcome anxiety and to predict what's going to happen next into their lives. They need to develop some position to have their purpose fulfilled, moments in which their destiny can prevail because they want to achieve great things for which some sacrifice and being fighters must be attained. Their home is usually cozy, warm, and nicely decorated, looking more like a castle. Paying attention to their health. People feel safe and comfortable here, even isolated from what's going on in the outer world. Entering their cave, anyone can feel protected. The fourth house Cancer has many emotions and sticks to tradition. Needing kingship, he or she may have left the parents' house at a young age. The parents of people with displacement have influenced them greatly from a moral point of view. Some of them can develop heritage illness from their family members, so they need to pay attention to their health. When their relatives have a problem, they don't hesitate to give a hand, even if some misunderstandings are implying them, completing them. Some of them might even decide to live with their parents all of their life. They don't want to get married if they don't love. So many of these natives can end up alone. Fourth house is one of what's inherited. So the Cancer here puts an accent on family matters and how life issues should be resolved. It is a position that's teaching people about being grateful, taking advantage of opportunities, and dealing with challenges. When it comes to emotions, these are important as well. Individuals born with Cancer in the fourth house may subconsciously look for what their ancestors have left them. What they need to do is to love themselves and to be gentle, as well as more compassion with what they need the most. At the same time, this placement is challenging and influencing how the closest relationships are developing. Cancer is a sign that believes a lot in the power of the home. Individuals born with Cancer in the fourth house are attached to their roots and want a happy place to call their own. Their residence is usually where people they love the most are gathering. In case they have the chance to build a family life for themselves, they can feel like they're belonging and that what they work on during their youth is paying off. What matters the most for these natives is having a place they can call their own. If others can understand this about them, they can be very important in the environment they have chosen for themselves. It can be an amazing feeling to be part of their life and to live under the same roof as them. Okay, now I'm going to read let me see, Cancer First Deacon, what they say about it. Cancer Deacon, all three deacons. Okay. Born June 21st, July 1st. They are ruled by the moon. Planets bestow upon them love and energy. Okay. The visionary moon on first deacon Cancer rules the first deacon of Cancer. Natives born under this deacon are emotional and sensitive, with a lot of love and energy. Indeed, you can sometimes feel as though you wake up on a very different planet every day. These 10 degrees are more properly represented as the roller coaster deacon. It is because your life will easily climb to thrilling heights and then fall to the very bottom with little notice or warning. When you are too emotional, you will become a scapegoat. Sometimes you are so vulnerable and are used by those around you. However, your intuition aids you in judging people from a distance. You respect people and will put up with fools along the way, but then you hold grudges and bitterness for a long time. You are committed to the protective of your relationships. Natives are really empathetic people and are quick to support someone who is in trouble or in need. You're a great friend. You're excellent at managing financial capital. You are still someone who can be trusted with information for an extended period of time. When challenged, you don't say anything. You are considerate of people and demand the same in return. How the moon affects Cancer in the first house. The moon rules the individual born in this range, making them receptive and responsible to others. You're a gentle, tender, noble, sensitive, passionate, calming, and selfless person. Seems to be shunning inside all the time. Your mood fluctuates rapidly and is prone to extremes. You move too quickly to get the stuff that excites you. It takes time to make friends and gain faith in others. But after you've won someone's confidence, you invite them to your home and make them feel warm, welcome. These natives put a high emphasis on family. They have a strong bond with their family members. They are well known for their nurturing effect and care. The disadvantages is that you obsess about frivolous matters. You are practically concerned about the future and what will happen to you. What if we tell you that you can have detailed and accurate predictions based on your free JANAMPATRI analyst? Sounds amazing, isn't it? So don't think much and give it a shot. Let's put that down. Let's do Capricorn in the fourth house. According to astrology-zodiac-signs.com, the fourth house in Capricorn, with a deeply seated need to take responsibility, this is an individual who often takes too. The fourth, there is no reason to make it prettier than it is. The fourth house in Capricorn is never easy. In the best possible scenario, this is a position that gives one the ultimate faith in the universe and a strong connection to God. With a deeply seated need to take responsibility, this is an individual who often takes too much of it, usually grabbing some of every mistakes made by his parents. This is a typical position that gives one the sense of guilt for wrongness they suffered at home, and creates a lot of pleasure and coldness in one's emotional life. This satisfaction and strict regime at their primal home can give a strong foundation for the tenderness and love in the family they create. And this is the most benefit, beneficent use of such a position. However hard or challenging it might get. So the mistakes made by parents. Okay, now we go to Black Lilith and Cancer Moon. Black Moon. Okay, let's do that first. Black Lilith is sometimes called the dark moon. It's the point along the moon's orbit when it is farthest from Earth. As the astral twin explained, unlike the planets and asteroids in your birth chart, Lilith isn't actually a material thing. Okay, astral twins. There are a few organ stories for the character of Lilith, with most relating back to the Garden of Eden in Hebrew mythology. According to the astral twins, Lilith was Adam's first wife, but because she was an empowered and sexual liberal woman, she didn't tolerate being Adam's inferior. Refusing to submit, she left the garden, and while she may have been considered somewhat of a troublemaker, many now look at her as a powerful force for autonomy, liberation, and freedom, particularly from patriarchy. Okay, so power, freedom. The twins add some also believe her to be the daughter of Hecate, the goddess witch of witchcraft. So, what does your Lilith placement mean in astrology? The twin like to call her your inner bitch, being in total control of herself. She's connected to her inner shadow, but also the areas where you put your foot down, set boundaries, and express anger. Lilith also relates to your inner authority, sensitivity, and sexuality, as well as how you choose or don't choose to go against the grain and defile norms. She can reveal your unique sensual nature and seductive powers, as well as other parts of yourself you may not always be willing to express. Your Lilith sign can make you feel exposed or empowered depending on how confident and self directed you are. And when uncontrolled, Lilith can also reveal your obsessive or destructive tendencies. How to calculate your Lilith sign, depending on where you're mapping your birth chart. Okay, we'll leave that. Your Lilith in Cancer, meaning. Okay, they didn't give me that. Taurus, Aries. Okay, Lilith and Cancer. It's already thought of as a maternal feminine sign. So with Lilith here, the twins explain you really embody feminine power. You may play the part of the seductress as well as nurturer, but be wary of any inclinations toward over giving or needing to be needed. It would drain your energy. The twin advise exercising healthy boundaries and not extending yourself for the sake of someone else's comfort. Now I'm going to read Capricorn as well. Capricorn, Lilith and Capricorn loves achievement and status. And with Lilith there, the twins say you'll thrive on reaching those new heights. Be mindful of obsession with power and even being attracted to success. People without seeing who they really are. The twins add that you probably have power couple status fantasies, but they advise keeping professional business out of the bedroom. Okay. Let's see what else I got. Okay, we'll start on the June 2022 astrological forecast releasing illusions. Okay. As Mercury goes direct and Saturn retrograde begins, we find ourselves able to understand the truth of a situation rather than our predictions and illusions. June gives us a moment of reprieve following an emotional intense eclipse period. We are left with much to reflect on the process. The work continues but at a more modest pace. On June 3rd, Mercury goes direct. Okay, we did that. Full moon on June 14th. And the 21st, the summer solstice started. We close the month with the new moon. Okay, it's in Cancer, which compels us to feel into all the ways that we do and do not express our care for self and others. Okay, so we got Saturn still in retrograde in Aquarius, right? Saturn, okay, retrograde in Aquarius. Saturn, the planet that often invites reflection, starts its retrograde cycle in the sign of Aquarius. Retrogrades in general asks us to slow down a little. This retrograde asks us to review how much effect we are putting into transforming systems and structures. This ability to applies to your personal life as well as that of the collective. There are many things that have been shown to be outdated recently. Some have been addressed in conversation, yet the time has come to take a long pause and reflect on how much and what kind of work is needed to create sustained change. When in Aquarius, Saturn is in its ideal expression and helps us create the needed structures to remove outdated systems. Saturn also brings with it a shadow side, expressed through those who want to escape structures, creating new systems that still alienate others. When we create anything from a reactional state of being, it inherently still holds within it the seed of what causes the reaction. Be aware of this tendency. Okay. Then June the 11th, Venus conjuncted Uranus in Taurus. Venus in the planet of the feelings. Uranus in an outer planet corresponding to the awareness body or the, I don't know, say the word, awareness body. This is the layer or shell of the self where our instincts, personal genius, and ability to witness take place. When Venus and Uranus are stationed in the same sign, our focus on the mental body is heightened. The mental body consists of thoughts, emotions, and sensory input. When these two planets meet in Taurus, we also seek to understand our feelings and our behaviors and why we sometimes act out with a lack of awareness. Observe and be curious about your relationship with each of these Koshas. Then on June 13, Mercury enters Gemini, The air sign of Gemini is where the planet is communicated, can most effectively express its natural, swift, and clever nature. The invitation is to become more mindful about the meaning we assign to words, to begin to observe this is to come into the right relationship with life and our intellect. Think about the last time you sat at a table. What is the meaning of the table? It is no inherent meaning. However, when you read the word table, that has meaning. It's time to explore the meaning you attribute to certain words. Observe and try to understand your reactions to words, then instill an emotional reaction in you in order to find more space for understanding. The meaning you give to certain words reveals a lot about the way you view reality. It can be helpful to take stock of this in order to become more mindful of the way you perceive life and others. Being able to differentiate between the meaning you give words makes for a less reactional state of being. And on June 14th, we had a full moon in Sag. Okay. Then that then we had the summer solstice. And on the 23rd, Venus enters Gemini. Venus, the planet of relationships, moves into Gemini, a sign that learns through mimicry. Mimicry. If we look close enough at all of our relationships, we begin to notice how the communication styles and interactions we learn in childhood are repeated in our connections as adults. During this transit, allow your relationship to be the mirror that reveals this dynamic. Be curious about where you still mimic old behavior patterns. The more we allow our relationships to awaken us, the more we can approach them with curiosity and deeper appreciation. Now we come to the June 28th new moon in Cancer. The lunation at the end of the month and the caring sign of Cancer calls forward the reminder to tend to ourselves. This need will be emphasized by the new moon being square to Jupiter in Aries. Jupiter is all about growth, and Aries has a tendency to be rather self-interest. A tendency to be okay. Ask yourself, in what ways are you self-oriented or think only of yourself? Where are you disconnected from caring for others? What has caused you to assert yourself in ways that are not caring or careful? This time calls on us to expand our definition of caring for ourselves so that we can extend care to others from a place of fullness and honesty. Okay, that was this. Yeah. Okay, new moon phases. Your feeling of safety is now related to your home, family, and related activities such as cooking and gardening. You may be prone to emotional fluctuations. You should learn to forgive and forget in order to avoid depression from thinking too much about things. Your perception of the world can be very subjective. Try to create a certain distance without being bitter. Due to your rich emotional manifestation, you can create a real sense of belonging in the world. Organs is going to be affected. Stomach, mucus, ovary, womb, vagina, breast, plumera, Pritonium, lymph system, and breastbone. These organs are now more sensitive to provide them with extra care. Need extra care. No surgeries, operations are not recommended during this time. Okay. If you have been craving a wide shift for the summer, you're in luck. The new moon in Cancer will arrive on June 28th, blessing us with a clean state for the next month. As always, new moons are the time of heightened emotions and releasing stagnant energy. But this month, it's time to focus on one thing gracefully. That we should practice feeling grateful for what we have. Gratitude. How far we've come and prepare for even greater things in the future. If you're struggling with recognizing your accomplishments, big and small, a productive exercise for this new moon would be to write everything down that you're proud of or grateful for. Yes, even your AC on a hot summer's day. Looking back at this list for the next few days while the new moon's powers are potent will help energize you for the month to come because this is the first lunar event of the summer. It carries a strong initiatory natures. It's time to set a new foundation for ourselves and be ambitious when setting new goals that will take us into the fall. The luminaries will be clashing with Jupiter and Aries, awakening our ambition to success. While we'll be ready to speed full force ahead, it's key that we remain realistic and grounded. Squares to Jupiter can activate blind spots, drive us to overcommit to our goals if we are not careful. Although the new moon may have us well energized, it's also important to remember that Cancer is the sign of the home, and not just our physical home, but those who feel like home too. This luminary touches on our relationship, both familiar, familiar and romantic, familiar. It is a spiritually powerful time when we are able to connect with the people we love on a deeper level and realize that life is better when you have the people you love close to you. We should use this moon to forgiveness for forgiveness, let go of past pain, and prepare to start fresh, energized and liberated from toxic traits and energy. Say I love you loud and proud this week. You may just turn someone's day around. This new moon will, I love y'all. This new moon will be conjuncted the asteroid Black Moon Lilith, according to Lisa. When Lilith is in Cancer and in conjunction with a new moon, it is giving us a rebellious energy. We will want to go against the norms of society and rebel against our family in ways that we didn't see coming. This means that we may want to skip out on a lot of traditions that our broad holds near and dear in an effect to create our own. This is a time of letting go of the past, confronting trauma, and healing ourselves. Pushing taboos is a must, as long as we are willing to step into our own vision, then we will thrive. Overall, this lunar event is one of the most positive of the summer, but be prepared. It will stimulate deep feelings at both conscious and subconscious levels. During this time, we might become aware of certain emotions that have been lurking under the surface. This is especially true with this lunation overlap with Neptune going into retrograde. So now we got Neptune going into retrograde. Emotions and new realizations come up. They will in, instigate a new way of approaching relationship and feelings. Change and newness aren't things to be afraid of here. So change is coming. It may actually turn out pretty nice. Things thanks to the positive of Venus and Gemini. So Venus and Gemini gonna save us, okay? Forming a sextile with Jupiter. The vibes are even more immaculate when you remember that this is a Cazimi moon, and this means if you're unfamiliar, this refers to planets that are close or in conjunction with the sun, aka that means that this moon is side by side with the sun. The term Cazimi is Latin and means in heart, in the heart of the sun, which is said to be strengthening factor. Adding that this doesn't occur too frequently. She says this moon is a powerful one and can consider a lucky time to start new projects and opportunities. For the next few days, remember the words powerful, positive, and productive. It's all the things that this new moon is, but what you can also aim to be. Set your intentions for the month ahead and move forwards. You may find that it's easier than you think. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What signs will the June new moon affect in Cancer? Summer is in full swing and the flowers, rainstorms. So we're going to have rainstorms along with summer's first rejuvenating new moon or a metaphor for a clean slate. On June 28th, new moon moves into delicate and intuitive Cancer, bringing attention to the most private parts of our lives. While this linction may be light and fun for some, Some zodiac signs, new moons will soon find that the shifts hit too close to home. New moon reset the monthly lunar cycle. Given this, June's new moon is the first since the summer solstice, which the new begins. Consider it a complete revival of bottled up emotions and private revelations. Cancer is about our inner world. Think family, home, and our sense of belonging, meaning this lunation will amplify the areas of life we tend to keep most private. The cardinal water sign is highly intuitive and empathic. So those most impacted by the craft vibes can be susceptible to emotional burnout as they tickle balancing their service to their loved ones and care for themselves. Will this lunation strike a chord in your private life? Okay, read on the and find out if you're one of the new. Okay, so it's going to affect Aries, the cardinal signs. How it's going to affect Aries. The new moon is activating your private life. Aries nudging you to take stock of how much you give and receive from your loved ones. There's a great possibility for better emotional connectivity with family members or roommates, but also a potential for being emotionally manipulated by parents or anyone they live with. And astrology, it's a good idea to slow down and focus on yourself. Your connection to your family right now may manifest as overprotectiveness, but it's best to save your energy. That's because Jupiter, the planet governing fortune, is elevating your sense of self. Aries is asked to focus more on their own growth potentials and not rely on their family or living situation too heavily. Okay. Now, Cancer, how does it affect you? Your savior complex is being amplified by the new moon. Cancer, but rather than inspire you to help others, is urging you to reflect on your self sacrificial tendencies. No, save a hope. Right now, it's about your ability to focus on yourself and let others take care of you. This lunation is happening in your home turf after all. Hold on, yeah, sorry. Okay. This illumination is happening in your home turf after all. Cancer is being asked to focus on their own emotional triggers and healing because that's the only way they can better show up in all aspects of life. Cancer is so used to nurturing others and providing for people in their life, but right now that energy needs to be turned inward. Fill your own cup. Okay. Libra. My name is that. It's getting intense in your work life, Libra. But while you champion yourself as a achiever, the new moon is asking you to remember the community at work that helped get you there. This illumination may bring out a competitive side to you that may come at a cost to your colleagues. Libra have a major ability to manifest a new job, raise, or promotion during this time. New manifestation. Lilith conjuncting this new moon in Libra's 10th house of career indicates a shining new opportunity. that is riddled with me first energy. As you work towards your career goals, be mindful of playing fair. Look at other people as if they walking with you on your path, not standing in front of you, creating obstacles to your success. Okay. Capricorn. The new moon is rocking the boat in your relationship. Best to check in with the state of these partnerships. Have new problems surfaced that have amplified or replaced old ones? While you usually make decisions based on rational ideas, you may find yourself following your heart rather than your mind. If Capricorns are in a relationship that's been struggling lately, this might be a make it or break it moment. Jupiter squaring the new moon in Capricorn, fourth house, might bring up old grudges. Protect your annoyances and firmly but calmly put a stop to an unhealthy patterns that start to emerge with other one-on-one encounters right now. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is a waning moon. It's after the full moon and will remain waning until we again experience a new moon. One quick way to tell if a moon is a waxing or waning phase is which side of the moon is the shadow side. So shadow on. If the shadow is on the right, like it is today, we are in the waning phase. If the shadow is on the left, then we are waxing and heading towards the full moon. An easy way to remember is to rhythm bright and right. Rhyme bright and right. If the moon is bright on the right, it is waxing. The crescent moon is in any time less than half the moon is lit by the sun. A crescent moon is going from the third and to the first quarter. A gibbous moon is any time more than half the moon is lit by the sun. We are in a gibbous moon from the first third quarter. So now when out on clear right night, if someone says, "Wow, look at the moon," you can tell them that phase. So it's a waning moon. Okay, put the dark side. Every astrological sign has a strength and a dark side. Here's the deepest look into your darkness. Cancer has a reputation for being moody, and this could be considered a shadow side. But what drives Cancer occasional moody swings is a lack of self care. Cancer is nurture of the zodiac, and they tend to take care of those they love. When they neglect themselves, though, Cancer can feel depleted or even resentful. Okay, be careful of that. Something else I want to do. Is that? Okay, let's see. The supermoon has a twist. Expect flooding. So this is the full moon. Prepared ahead of time. Expect flooding, y'all. And that's July 28th. I mean, 13. My fault. A Fucus Day. Another supermoon is coming. Oh shoot, it's the wrong one. It's the wrong one. Where's it at? The thunder full moon, that's what it's called. Thunder full moon on July 13th, Wednesday. Wishes made at the preceding new moon are supposed to come true at the July's full moon. So do your rituals on the new moon, y'all, which is associated with dependability, responsibility, and growth in astrology. The full moon on Wednesday will approximately somewhere in Nigeria, Niger, sky represented by the sea goat, okay, at 2:38 p.m. EDT in Capricorn, okay. The area of the sky represented by the sea goat, so this Cappy constellation, which is on the southern horizon of the northern hemisphere in summer. It would be the closest full moon to Earth on the 12 full moons and second to supermoons. The moon will be just starting to wane when visible in America, so the moon you will see will not be 100% full. The full moon will rise at 4:23 p.m. on July 13th and set at 12:10 the next morning, New York time. Being visible, light pollution and cloud. So we got pollution and cloud permitted for a duration of about 7 hours and 47 minutes. Why is it a full thunder moon? The full moon is called thunder moon. This is because July's hot weather is most prone to thunderstorms. So you got the thunderstorms, right? Other names include buck moon, a deer moon, the month when these animals have their antlers. F8, follow moon, and storm moon. Traditional, the full moon name was given to moons for its whole lunar month, so the thunder moon will only last July 28th, when the August moon, stellar moon, will begin. Why is the July moon a supermoon? Supermoon occurs when the moon is in 90% pedigree. 90%. I did that on the last video I just did. 10,000 Capricorn. Y'all might want to check that out. Closer to the Earth. A full moon occurs once each lunar month, but the supermoons are much rarer, usually once or twice a year. On the night of Tuesday, July 12th, Wednesday, the year's largest and brightest moon will shine in the sky. The supermoon. When a full moon occurs at the closest point to Earth during its orbit, it appears larger and brighter, becoming what is commonly known as a supermoon. The widely recorded as being much larger, far brighter than the moon at night, and there's easy explanation for it. Museums, planetary supermoon cycles are usually unusual. They occur as a regular part of the moon's orbit of Earth. There is no formal scientific definition. It is very rare that the orbiting body follows an exactly circular path. The moon has slight eccentric, meaning it travels in an elliptic pattern around the Earth, so it is sometimes rare and sometimes further away. Let me see. Micromoon. The moon illusion. Supermoon rises and sets on the horizon. It will appear even larger. This is because of the well-known moon illusion. A well-known illusion causes the moon to appear bigger on the horizon. The moon, of course, does not vary in size according to its appearance in the sky. It may be that when it is near the horizon, there are obstacles like trees and buildings that can be compared in zero in size to, whereas middle of the sky are no point of comparison. Okay, be extra bright. Okay, let's see. Do supermoons cause natural disasters? The ocean tides are caused by gravitational forces of both the sun and the moon. Some theories suggest that supermoons can cause dramatic nature events such as massive earthquakes and volcanic, which I said that yesterday. The tides in the ocean would be a good time to be going to the beach. There seems to be no basis for thinking this is the cause. Natural disasters are no more common than there are supermoons. There will be an effect on tides, but this is very tiny, perhaps only affecting them by new centimeters. What is the next full moon? Okay, so it's up to y'all to decide. I prepare. It's going to be. I think I hit everything. I think I did. Okay. Chaos, Aries. Because Aries in the play, all them other planets along expanding Jupiter. Okay. Black Moon Lilith. If you haven't resolved your issues and how you feel, as well as the world pain. Okay. Um, Gratitude, forgiveness. We haven't did that. Both side of Cancer. First Deacon Cancer. Dominating. Okay. Rebellious energy, Neptune retrograde. Okay. Venus and Gemini in the heart moon. Whatever we resolved in our heart, being Capricorn, the opposite going to be the full moon. Okay, winding crescent phase, shadow side. Okay, so yeah, let's see. Myth in classical, the moon was associated with several female deities: Luna, Diana, Artemis, Artemis, Juno, and Selene. Each goddess was assigned to one of the moon's phases. They all had very different personalities, symbolizing the moon's changing disposition as it transforms in the sky. Some mess I wanted to read. Oh yeah, Saturn. Saturn, the mythology. Before Zeus reigned over the cosmos, Saturn ruled the universe as the king of gods, but he was too powerful, hungry, literally. Saturn was so tyrannical that he actually ate his children as an attempt to stay on the throne. Eventually, however, his disruptive behavior caught up with him. In the end, he was overthrown by his son Jupiter, who forced him to rejuvenate the others, Neptune and Pluto. Saturn learned his lesson the hard way by becoming so obsessed with power. Saturn ended up creating the very reality he feared the most. So we got a lot of robbery gonna be going on. People turning on each other. They have forgive. Family disputes all over the world, countries. The whole that weather stuff is already happening. They don't show stuff that's happening already. It's gonna get a little worse. because we're going into a whole nother phase. So let's see what's happening. So expect flooding, hurricanes, probably tornadoes. All I think all the stops gonna come out. Okay, I really do. Some turned over, turned over. Getting yourself unstuck gonna be very important. I see that right there. You know, it's just what they said. That's what I see the card saying. Yeah, looking back on your life, what you need to forgive, who you need to forgive. Seven of Pentacles, money saved, prepare, survival. What are we doing? Who's around you that love you? You know, the whole 9 yards. It's gonna be very important right now. We're gonna need teamwork, make the dream work, right? Unity, yeah. Ace of Cups, security and helping hand. Boom. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Reflecting with the earth. It's gonna happen with the earth. What kind of foundation do we have? King of Wands, Cancer, Leo, Aries. Restless, outspoken, ambitious. A lot of people gonna fall to grace if they haven't forgiven and forget. A lot of countries, right? King of Wands, that's Aries. You know, there's action, there's fire, overdoing your manipulation, your power. We have the Queen of Cups. Okay, that's being psyche, understanding what's going on, apologizing, protecting yourself, already plan, already have everything in position, already forgive, got family members around you that love you, y'all helping community, whatever's needed. Um, Knowing how to talk to people, you know, just loving on you first, saving yourself, protecting yourself, you and your family. And yeah, forgetting childhood hurt, the past. Have you gotten over that? It's going to be very important right now. Holding grudges, getting yourself out of being stuck, letting go of pain. People are going to be released. Who coming out of any kind of way, jail, mental, how, whatever, in your mind, physical and mental places, setting free. How you feel about that? You know, are you going to retaliate, whatever you say that? um, Government, how you feel about your creators, the government, the occults. Are you stuck in that? It's good for you, your marriage, your business, your home. You're gonna be looking at all this stuff because all this stuff gonna be in our face. The travel, important letters is who's important in your life. How we gonna travel? I mean, get around to do things, to get things, stores. What's gonna be open? What's not gonna be open? You know, this is like storms. I mean, a lot of stuff we're going to consider helping each other pick up the pieces of what's going on. Psychiatrists, doctors, yeah. Who's going to be there? Are the hospitals going to close now? How the children going to be? How families, people in the hospitals, no help, being out, lights outside. How you going to eat? It's not divinely guided. Are you turning on your creators? Because maybe you had a blind spot and you didn't notice and you didn't pay attention and you didn't change. You know, you blaming it on them and blaming it on others. And I didn't know this. Why this happened to me? Woe is me. Yeah, being all in your head, but getting stronger, but still um, debating, delaying in your life. It's like, why this happening? Why I got to be delayed? Why this, a lot of questions asked if you're not paying attention to what's going on and what's going on with yourself, your surrounding. You focus on getting to the top. You focus on manipulating people. Okay, so this is says getting over your fears, whatever it may be. Could be seeing things. Could be things bumps in the night. Could be hurt. relationships in all kind of ways. Having a cold heart, don't want to face your emotions, don't want to cry. It's not right for a man to cry in America, or a little child, boy, can't cry. I got to be a man. Past hurts of family. Um, what you were taught, you hurt. Have you gotten over that? Have you cried over it? Have you forgiven those that are deceased and gone? I mean, deceased and here. All this gonna come into play. Yeah, partying too much, third party situation. Might not be a celebration right now. Three of Cups. Time for planning. Okay, so we got the King of Cups. So coming together, relationship, and working this out and figuring out what's going on, being intuitive together. Two heads are better than one. Or either it's your masculine and feminine side coming together as well. If you're not having a mate, okay. Then we got the illusions. Yeah, it's gonna be illusion moon. It's gonna appear bigger than it's supposed to be. So, what about your life? What are illusions in your life? What have you been doing? You know, tricked. We've had too much of. You thought would make you happy. You know, what makes you happy? A lot of things gonna come into play. We're gonna be questioning ourselves right now. Five of Wands, like I say, trying to get over those mental depression, anxiety, the addictions. I mean, the things we should be working on right now. If we not, this is what it's going to clear out. It's going to be a wake up call for all of us. All of us. Okay. Looking at your life and what you want to do, what you want to be, the plans, the journeys, past journeys, because he's looking back. What have I done? Have I been stuck? You know, releasing yourself, forgiving yourself, loving yourself, purifying yourself. They say take, oh, I had the list. Oh man, I forgot about reading the list of what they say to where is it? Um, Write an intention, choose an affirmation, take a new moon, refresh bath, creates a sacred space. Not to do, spend time with naysayers. People ain't even making no moves. All they want to do is talk about some shit, but don't want to make a change. Get stuck in the past. Say no to new opportunities, people, or experiences that's not going anywhere. That's holding you up. That ain't making moves, right? Okay, we go to the King of Cups. What we doing with our money, putting it together, or how we've been saving. Our business, our opportunities, how we're gonna protect that. The whole 9 yards coming into play right now. The government, I mean, the whole all of it. Being rebellion, going against the government. Now, this could be going against the government. Okay. Even the police, armed forces, questioning the unlove of it all. Sagittarius, the arrow is supposed to be unconditional love. Gonna be questioning a whole lot of things in your life as well. Visit a message to share, sharing with each other, resources, the old fashioned way. Eight of Cups, yeah. Not walking away, but staying there and fight it out for yourself and your family, being there, being accountable. Okay, working on things together. Your job, maybe getting a promotion, maybe find a better job or making that job better or working on something at home. A lot of things we're gonna be working on yourself, your family, relationship, not let people steal things from you anymore, take your plans, your wishes, your hopes from you. Don't care about the talking, the conjuring, recognize it, protect you and your family. Chariot, if you have to move around, how you going to move around, how you going to get what you need to get. Cancer says how you going to travel, how you going to balance things out, your problems. It's a whole lot of reflection going on right here. Yeah, what if there's no resources from the government? What you going to do? Yeah, if you have nothing in place or haven't planned, got that blind spot, what can you do to help out in the community in order to get the things that you need, what you trade, what you can build, what you can work on? So that's important. What can you build, what can you work on, to be a community a trade system play. Okay, it's gonna be a lot of witchcraft, all that stuff here, but you can use that for your advantage. Rituals done. I see they got me. Your connection is unstable, so I'm gonna wait till it leave. Yeah, a lot of witchcraft and all are gonna be done, but also this Mother Earth preparing what you learned about her, what's edible, what's survive in case you can't go to the stores. You know, I try to show a lot of stuff. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a meal on something I found. See how that turn out. Okay. You can't get off grid, you know, and you have to stay in the city. If you have to move or leave your homes, a lot of things to consider right now. Your passion, your love, sexual desires. It's gonna be a lot of raping. It's gonna be a lot of stuff going on, probably more than ever. What are you going? How are you gonna react with that? People robbing, stealing, uh, breaking and stuff. You know how panic goes when stuff gets out of hand. We can all get together and rebuke that and pray. Our everybody land and be good. You know, and with no harm, and we all work together. We can do that. New beginnings from where you at right now. Look, just talking about it, right? All of us can be compassionate all over the world and help each other stand, whatever we're going through. I pray for you. I love you. I wish you the best. Hope you still be okay no matter what happens. Preparing ahead of time because sometimes you can prepare and it ends and you have to leave everything and go somewhere else. That happens a lot during these storms, right? And then wherever you go, wherever you land, the people treat you good and nice and kind, as well as I am where I'm at. Because the last time it did not end up good. People did not treat people nice and kind when they had to come to their state or country. That was crazy to me. The children be doing great and wonderful and healthy and strong. Your family staying together, won't be separated, having some kind of position in place where the kids know what to do if they get separated, if they're at school or playing outside, whatever the deal is, in a neighbor house and they can't get home, who to watch, what to watch, the first aid kits. We had that at first aid, survival kits where we have in place for wounds and different other things that may happen. So safety, security as well, right? A protection for its physical things, gun, knives. I'm just saying, booby traps, cameras, the whole 9 yards. Okay. Now this was what did they have for that? They had something for that Two of Cups. Yeah, here you go. It says, does this mean Earth could be dark, affecting your energy, make us mean? Who knows? According to what you have on the inside, what Jesus said is not what's put in the inside, what you eating that put in the inside that makes you react a negative way. Is what's already in there, right? That poisons the body, deceit, malice, unforgiveness, all of that stuff. So associated with the Two of Cups, first deacon Cancer, full moon healing crystals, Lipus, Lapis, Lazuli, past flood storms, full moon. Lilith is the goddess. So Two of Cups, togetherness. Are you going at it alone? Are you prepared to go at it alone? I mean, people can, don't get me wrong, with no animosity for anybody else. People done been out there living on Mother Nature and been, know how to prepare for each storm on their own. But this is, uh, not respecting each other, holding grudges, the whole 9 yards. Like I said, people been going off grid, going in the hermit mode, by themselves or whatever. Just talking about that. Protecting, or you be there to protect your family. Say you are off. Maybe you're in the forces. Maybe you got a job you can't leave. Maybe you doctor, nurse, whatever. What's going to be for your children at home if you're separated from your family? What do we have in place? Yeah, be out in the cold and in all of this storm, in all of anything that's going to happen, that's going to go on. How is our mind state? How is our faith? A lot of this stuff going to come into play. Now we got the Queen of Cup and we got the King of Cup. Okay, this could be higher ups, elite. This could be us with the right partner, being intuitive, saving our money, working together, helping. Okay, then we got the Six of Wands. If you can't escape, and the flood, the water just overflood, coming from the sea, whatever the deal may be. Can't get travel on boat. Can't get out of calmer waters. You can't get out of this. You have to stay there and fight. There's another way to go. You try to get in your car on the freeway, the gas is high. They already put that up. So where you going? Then how many times everybody been stuck on the road trying to get away from tornado, whatever it may be, and end up worse than it was before, dying of heat, dying of exhaustion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right when I was saying it, wow. See? Yeah, something coming, yeah. So prepare. It's here. How your heart, how your power, what you gonna call into existence. Because this gonna happen. It's here. And they gonna be doing other things. The government gonna be doing other things too. The beans or whatever to get rid of a whole lot of us. Okay. Closing the stores, everything, making you starve, whatever the deal is. Water, you better clean your water out. Everything you've learned, you need to put into play and practice right now. We got until, I say, till that full moon in July. I don't know what we're going to get on the new moon. Maybe a little sample. But I don't know. Keep your strength. You're going to be weak. This is karma. Wow. This is karma for the earth and for different people. This is karma, y'all. Damn. So speak your truth. Look, she coming out to speak her truth. Fuck. Let's see it. Gonna make a lot of people weak. A lot of us gonna be wounded. A lot gonna get wounded by this. Thought you was feeling like a wounded soldier. A lot of people gonna be locked up. Whole 9 yards, yeah. Wow. No victory. Balance yourself. Keep the faith. What you believe in, who you believe in. Who you gonna call to your existence? Who on your side? Damn, they go to Capricorn. Release yourself from all this baggage, obsession, killings, all of this stuff. This is what this about. It's just too much. I was saying it the other day. It's just too much stuff. You know, people trying to kill you, harm you. Sickness, disease. They trying to get the shots. They trying to do all kind of things they can to destroy people. Look at that. Put everything in play. We got time. It's a warning. Okay. I put prepares today. It's more in depth today. Warning, warning. Okay. Yeah. Coming from the sea. Fame and fortune, your child. Make sure your children okay. First aid, whatever you need to do. Basically, good news. Not gonna be good news. It's coming. It's forming. Yeah. A lot of confusion. A lot of arguing and fussing and chaos. Let's network now and get our stuff in order. What you got? You got this? You got a barbecue pit? You know how to make this? Oh, I know how to cook on a barbecue pit. Okay, we're gonna have the food ready. Let's go. Let's go out of Mother Nature. Let's get it together instead of arguing, fussing about it, and looting and messing up where you live at. You know what I'm saying? Having it together right now. I wish stores would participate because Walmart gonna be closed. That's the biggest thing. I was gonna start with Walmart, but we'll see. But yeah. So the store don't have any lights or whatever. What you gonna do? How you gonna sell stuff without the lights being on, without the cash register working? It's gonna be done because it started off that way. You know, I wish we was all in cahoots. and we could all figure that out and still go in there and give supplies that we need when the weather is ceasing. You know, yeah, getting supplies that you need, boarding up your windows in certain places, stuff like that, putting X on it, going on, putting your hand up, demanding don't come over here. You know what I'm saying? Your power and authority, rebuilding together. You know, if you got fireplaces that become cold, you got your battery operated fans, heaters, butane, whatever's needed to cook on. Like I say, barbecue pits, getting enough wood. Matter of fact, I need to go get some wood this weekend. Yeah, a lot of sparring, a lot of soldiers gonna be in the play, a lot of police for a certain time. They're gonna be trying to watch and see what we do. So you're gonna have to protect you and your family as well from other people and get going out and what you got. I don't know how bad it's gonna get. If it's just at this after this full moon or not. Okay. But I'm just saying, protecting yourself for whatever coming. But as you go out, who's gonna go out? Who's brave enough to go out into the streets? I spoke this before. And go get the supplies that everybody needs, you know? Can you plant again? Do you have your fruits and vegetables in the house? Can you go out there and get that? Making things grow. You going by the nighttime? What's at night? Going by the daytime? How you gonna move? You know, how you gonna get around and get things? You already have it in place. Cause ain't gonna be no love out there. So you gotta have your love, you gotta have your already in place, you know? That's forgiving, forgetting, apologizing, the whole 9 yards, right? See? Yeah, speaking truth. Um, yeah, might not can move around. See what I'm saying? Might not can drive your cars. You have a bike, a horse, a scooter, feet. You know what I'm saying? The other little things they got. I mean, to get around. Yeah, use your intuition when to go, when not to go. Is everybody listening, paying attention to each other? The ones that's wise enough to tell you, now don't go yet. Pulling your cards out. Listen to the readers. Probably can't have no internet. So you can do this to yourself every day if you got it at home. That's why I say it's important for everybody to know how to do this. You know, this gives a lot of insight. You know, you can't get on the computers and everything is off. You can figure out what to do. I'm just using your intuition and talking to whoever you believe in as well. Okay, don't get me wrong. A lot of broken hearts watching you hard, watching what you eat. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of yourself. Being around people who are negative is a no-no. Okay, who don't have no intuition, that couldn't care less what you do, go to take what you got. Look at that, being greedy, taking what you got. Okay, not using their intuition is like I said, right? Not being the empress at all. Trying to take your peace of mind or everything you got, trying to stop your wheel from turning. They don't care less if anything break down about killing you. They wouldn't think not in 2 seconds. But it's time to prepare for wherever it may be. If it's not now, it's gonna be eventually. We all know that. Going on your path, grounding yourself, getting balanced, going back, and everybody's not gonna care. Even if you do apologize to a whole bunch and have things in place, somebody gonna still hate you. A whole lot of people is not going to change. We know that, right? A lot of people's gonna wish death on you. They're not gonna clear this. They're not gonna do it. So you gotta prepare for that too. But don't you be no fool and fear and sorry and be saber hold. Then we had that, and then get yourself killed. You know that person ain't right, and your intuition and already told you, and you know it, and you see that person ain't changing. You can feel it. You feel an aura. You feel whatever around them. Don't stay there and get yourself killed. Okay. Picking up debris. Ain't no time to be having your ego and all that, and I'm better than you. Blah blah blah. Picking up things together, debris, looking around for stuff to salvage. Helping each other if everything goes down. The trees blowing or whatever happening. You know what I'm saying? It's time to help do that. Call each other as a teamwork, not just one person doing it, a whole team. You know? Yeah. Clarity. Speaking truth. Not accepting anything. Being stubborn ain't gonna help. So it's time to get it together. Yeah. Researching, studying. Our kids need us. What if they're away in college when all this stuff happened? I remember when they did the towers and my kids was in school. I didn't know what to do. All the thing I think about, if I get them out and anything, I just, when that happened, everybody thought the whole world's gonna blow up or something. But I was thinking like the school. I remember back in my day, the schools was a place when, especially with the job code, that was more better foundation, that they would be more safer. And I didn't want to take them out. Matter of fact, I was gonna join them there. So what about that? They're away. Like I was talking about earlier. You know, they're on travel. I get your babies together. What communities we got? We see that rainbow after everything's over. That's great. But what do we manifest? What are we manifesting now? Feeling smug and don't want to do anything, or maybe feel smug because you got stuff in place. Hey, boom, here come the emperor. Okay, observing everything, seeing what's going on. That could be police. Are you and your family close? Are you doing things? People that passed away. What's going to go on? What's happening? You know, a lot of things coming into play. I'm not no expert on nothing. I was just going on what it says in history, what happened in history during that time. That's all I was looking at. And what happens when those certain type of moons come. Watching, sneaking, looting, breaking in houses. Might have to move, board it up, whatever the deal is on the house. You know, no food, no meat, can't fish. Some people go fishing in the bayou around the house. You know what I'm saying? Watching the kids. My condolences on anybody losing anybody. If you happen to have a baby, can't get to the hospital. Anybody know how to take a baby out? Midwives, have you been learning that? You know what I'm saying? Where you traveling and that happens. So out in the open now, we need to learn a lot of stuff. Can't ignore it now and say it won't happen in our time. Gossiping too much, unnecessary gossiping that don't do anything. It's time for action, you know. So what are we doing? Are you on down your path? You know what you're here for? Maybe you the one, if you stay by somebody and they finna have a baby or something. Are you grounded? Where's a safe place to go? Mother Nature, what's edible, what's not, you know? Yeah, that's edible. Luck is on your side, so prepare now. Uh, Four-leaf clovers is edible. This was reversed, but grandpa, elderlies, yourself, how we gonna do that? With stuff unlocked. You don't know, now it's time to lock it. There's going another one. That's you, your partner. We got three partners. The empress was reversed with the emperor. So somebody's not working together. I don't know if there's countries or whatever. Of course, some people want power. This emperor don't want to leave. Don't want the woman to be in power like it's about that, but they're gonna use it and milk it up to the best of their advantage. Are you doing that to your partner? Are you standing by them? Or y'all gonna be disputed against each other and fight? We got one, two, three, four different couples. Okay, only one that it's gonna be a struggle with the higher ups, the elite. So don't worry. Get your house in order. Congratulations, you're getting engaged. Make sure you have a partner that's gonna be with you through thick and thin, and ain't money hungry and a gold digger and only sex. I mean, finna be tested. Finna be tested. Big time. Okay. Got number 17. Gemini. Say retrograde in Gemini. Didn't say that. Something like that. Number 17. Star, reverse. Truth, hope, faith. A lot of people gonna be losing their faith right now. That the hope is a sister of faith, shaded by passion, and thy arrows in order to study the mystery of the true science, and the key will be given thee. When you start studying and seeing what's going on, then the key was locked. Then we have number 6, two paths. What path will you choose? Temptation. Still worried about your passionate desires, sexual desires during this time, and not building the right foundation. Therefore, common man, the lure of the vice, has a greater fascination than the astral beauty of virtue. Take care of thy resolutions. Obstacles bar before thee the path thou wouldest pursue. Contrary changes hover over thee, and thou wilt wavers between two resolutions. Indecision is above all else worse than a bad choice. Advance or recede, but do not hesitate, and know that a change of flowers is more difficult to break than a chain of iron. So it's gonna be tested. Who you want to be with? Somebody you ain't supposed to be with? It's time to speak up. Double Aquarius. Your journey might be shortened. Money, can you survive without it? Age of Aquarius. Uranus say hello. I'm here. Number 14. What you want? What you doing? The outcome is reversed. Can you create regeneration, temperance? To conserve thy forces, not to recall thy works, but in order to wear out obstacles as water, falling drip by drip, wears away the hardest stone. A well formulated plan of action, follow preserving it, which rides thee by degrees to the heights thou wouldst attain. So this gonna be a surprise for a whole lot of people. They ain't gonna have a chance to prepare. But we need to start looking at astrology and the planets and the moon cycles. Very important. Number 5. And our intuition, they tell us. I've been speaking this ever since I can remember. Number 5, expanding it. It's reversed though. Maybe not everywhere. Number 5, religion and law. Church gonna be open. It wasn't before. Anybody gonna be out helping everybody? And can you go into church and be there as a family? Can you go there and get food? Because it wasn't open before. That therefore saying of a man that he is fortunate or unfortunate, thou must know the use to which he has put his will. For every man created his life in the image of his works. Every man created his life in the image of his works. The genius of the good is at thy right, and the genius of evil at thy left. Their voice can be heard only by the conscience. Retire into the sanctuary of thy heart, listen to the voice of the silence, and guided by it, thou wilt reach the goal of thy aspirations. Now listen to your intuition. Listen to who love you. You got Jack of Cups. That's Pisces. Everybody, universal love. Everybody. And that's also the God who you believe in. Oh man, everything, addictions, everything come to play. Mental illness. Signifies a person who by Pisces, negative, timid, listless, harmless, and much influenced by those about him. Right way up the notes of Pisces man, I believe. Gotta believe in yourself, yeah. Believe that whatever it's telling you, your intuition, karma, the whole 9 yards. King Gemini. Started off with Gemini, ending with Gemini. Yeah. Okay. Still lovers, the family, the collective, still the same thing. Togetherness. First is reverse, now it's together. The king of coins. Gotta work together. Signifies a person ruled by Gemini, intelligent, restless, versatile, and fickle. Right way up the notes of Gemini man. I think, I believe, and I think. Time to think and believe in something, right? My hand went on this. Okay, okay. Going in your mailbox and computer, carjack. Baby, you can have him or her. They're no use to me. Letting people go. No more man-made medication that kill us slowly. Do you know how to make medication? Matter of fact, I need to finish my penicillin. Be careful of robbing funeral home companies. Okay, body parts. There you go. Mind control. Release toxins. Yeah, or you clean your system out. What you listening to? Who you around? Writer, story time, profession. Right, the time to do some stuff. No more putting pork and everything to keep parasites and worms in us, killing us slowly and animals. Clean your system. I put a post they had of some pigs. They had enlarged something, their face or lips or something. So ain't no telling what's in them. Clean your system. Lonely, need a friend. Scared, stays in the house. Can't be scared. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know, some people go on their homes. I'd advise them a long time ago to build something shelter under or something like that. Make sure and a flood get in it. They used to have basements. They don't do that anymore. Hideout, hideout, survival kit. Okay, what's in chemtrails? How does it poison us, pets, and our plants? You know, we already know this. That what's in place. They got things to stop it from coming by your house, your neighborhood. You're not approved to stay in my life. Bye. Let people go. Are you cheating yourself for what you deserve? When they ghosted you, was it for the best for both of y'all? Do you need the personality of the partner team around you? Yeah, loyalty. Two heads better than one. Are they trying to use your body to bring back their loved ones? Watch the movie I See You. Who knows what people are trying to do during this time? You know what I'm saying? Checkmate, no escape. Bishop captures castle. No legal moves. Game over now. Winner, power over you. Opponent. Arabic, the king died. Defeat. That's what I think this is about. Still gonna be trying to do war and all that, trying to what up each other. Are these bugs confused in your house call you putting into watch and control you, watching to see what we do when they put these other things into play? Chaos. Have you forgiven someone who's passed on, freeing yourself of them? Do you tell your partner what you like dating? Do y'all know each other? Really, really know each other? Because it's a bunch of layers to each one of y'all. You know, incense. Can you buy them? Can we make them? I can't get to the store. Snowflake. What else we got? What else we know about? Octopus 8, teamwork make the dream work. It's talking about that, right? Supreme behavior. Keep the faith. Fame and fortune, your destiny. Walking right in the fame. Can you call things into existence? Everything you touch turns to gold. Hello. Silver bullions. Unplug. Braids, distribution. I mean, king, queen. You're a king, queen. I mean, it's gonna make you feel bad about yourself. Are you gonna put yourself down? Or you gonna love yourself? Say, do your affirmations. Say something good to yourself, no matter what's going on. You're strong. Say, I'm strong, New York. You are very skilled. For future coffee, yeah, coffee. You know we're gonna need that coffee. Time for new choices. You are royalty. Luck is on your side. I remember when the storm came, I was all in an apartment and my lights went off, and I thank the creators because they did not let our lights stay off long, baby. I was looking for somebody at the generator. I was like, can I use your microwave? Because I need some coffee. You're secure. Live. They was nice about it, you know. See what destruction might come into play, how people might act during this time. Teenage theft, parental neglect, wow. Vehicle theft, yeah. People gonna be sleeping in them cars too. Alcohol, crime, that's not gonna help. I mean, well, Child labor, stop it. Robbery, juvenile crimes. It's gonna be the young doing it, like, cause they're gonna be confused. Y'all ain't letting them know what's going on. Violent crimes, panic, and they're gonna be laughing, and because they see everything on the internet, and they think there's a lot of stuff is funny. They don't know the seriousness of it. Or disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, mixed child keep coming up. Unemployment, can't go to work, snapper. You know, how you gonna pay your bills during this time? They might cut off everything. Hopefully not. Should be giving us some stuff. I think this time they do all that. We don't need the white. What's the white? I say we don't need the White House now. We don't need nobody over us. Just like they said about Saul in the Bible, the creators wanted to just be us and him, but no, we had to have a leader. And look what happened, and still happening. O negative blood types, strong individuals, federal crimes, another culture, child, vandalism, juvenile. See what I'm saying? Say your affirmations. Let's see. Are you teaching your children? You're so worried about somebody else that don't care really about you or sexual. You're not teaching them. I'm not a liberal. I can accept your ways, habits that hurt me. Can you walk away? I always finish what I start, work, project, etc. Can you walk away if somebody don't love you? I will not let others use me or me them. That's right. I don't join relationship channels just to be needy. I walk away from arguments that will lead to danger. I am very powerful and confident. Believe it. I don't have to a double life with my side piece. I don't have a side piece. I fit in this world, finishing my path and destiny. Say or know how handsome, beautiful, brilliant, sweet, kind, peaceful you are inside and out. You won't be waiting on nobody else if they don't love you. I am not a chameleon. They don't love you, then what you tripping on? Go find somebody to do. You can't make nobody do shit. I don't care how much you think you can. If that person's smart, they gonna always want to be their way happy, not your way happy. It should go time up. That's spot. I do not have a nasty attitude. I walk away when I'm angry and won't hurt no one or mess up their stuff or mine. I don't think every mate or my mate is messing over me. Might misunderstand somebody. I am not a workaholic. I don't steal from my job or family. I just don't have sex just to experiment. I have no problem being alone. I am protected and I love my own company. Healing. I don't like groupies. Sex regular. My aura is powerful. Bitch, better have my money. Honey, that can go as far as honey, real honey, person calling honey. Order your car, truck, bike, etc. is yours. The tree people, okay? 15 years. Taurus, do what's fun, invest. Egg on your face, embarrassed. You don't want to be stuck in bed. You want to have some kind of plan in place, right? 11 years. I know this age of your kids. They seem young. 10 years. Pisces. Subpoena. Saturn. 1990, Father's Day system. Ceremonies, Libra, job, pool boy, zebra. Got it again. Locust, lion, and zebra. Black and white. They don't give a fuck what color you is. Shit, snails. Reverse. Going through snow. Better get it together. Number 6. Going. What does snail represent? What is the metaphor for snails? Incredibly slow. Either are moving, like in a race, or doing a task. It's slower than a snail metaphor. It is direct comparison. John has as slow as a snail. Snails are notorious for their slow pace, and here the slowest of John compared to that of a snail. Okay, I mean, it's up to you. It's slowly happening. There go another. And this is it. Oh man, and the cows. And definitely drinking that cow milk and stuff. What's the metaphor for zebra? What is the metaphor for zebra? A symbol of uncommon condition or disease. The animal spirit of Oscar razor. What is that? A biracial person, specifically one born to a member of a sub-Saharan African race and a Caucasian. Told you. Yeah. Rest stop or rest stop sign. And that's for people who traveling campers and stuff, and men are using the restroom. How you gonna use the restroom? Vehicle with its headlights and during the day. We got this yesterday, right? Toll booth. Acceptable to count toll booths that you see but do not go through. Luggage ski or bike rack. Wave with your foot and get a person in another vehicle to acknowledge you. What kind of different codes you got into play? You and your kids, you know. Because the homeless, they put different codes on different buildings and different trees. Super. Vehicle stop on the side of the road by the police. Traffic jam. Emergency flares in use. Vehicle with its hazard lights on. Accident. Rubberneck classics. How you gonna do it in an accident? Stuck on the road. What's going on? What's going on? A lot of things you need to consider right now. Should have been put into play, right? You know, your kids gonna be hungry. Witches and warlocks using your powers. Love yourself first. Spill the beans. Dead fish. Had that reverse, right? Minor damage. Accessories. Sell things. Somebody had minor damage. Okay. Welsh village. Vancouver Island. Green card. You can sing. Publisher. Cape Town. Leprechaun. Greenville. Face. Astrologer. Solomon. Dutch Harbor. Wichita. Manchester. Alien Code. Zoo. Oh, them animals in the zoo. Oh, wow. Besto Bay. Webster's Dictionary. Cave DNA. Guyana. Game Ball. Game Bell, sorry. Swansea. Atlantic City. Yellow and black. Handheld air conditioners. Cougar. Dark place. Yes, please. Wichita Falls. Mississippi. Genie. Porto Pensacola. Get out your head. Woodlands. You're unique. Urugaya, something like that. Color play. Glass grow. Anchor age. Cold. Louisiana. Guernsey, Guernsey. Cambridge. Blackpool. Mosquito candles. Swansea. Prophet. Zombies or mortality. West Africa. New Orleans. New York City. Ontario. Cryptocurrency. Different villages. Breeze. Spice drink. Barbecue pit. Stone. Too dark. We're gonna use the restroom maybe. Guitar. I mean violin. Got that already. Noise, tambourine. You're a man, woman having sex in your bed while you at work. How you gonna handle that? Kids don't like stepdad. Will set him up to get him out of house. Okay, that's what I got. It's chakra wisdom. Just maybe a little warning. Hey, maybe won't, maybe will. Better safe than sorry, right? Maybe it's time to start thinking about those things. Okay, we got seven chakra, crown chakra, one with all. I feel the divine force flowing through me. I honor this and I know that it flows through all. I am calm in knowing that I am one with all, and I contemplate and meditate on this fact. I regularly remind myself that we are all from the same source and that we are all on a journey as spiritual beings experiencing this physical existence. I'm aware that I have a choice as to how I respond to what is happening in my life. My response have an enormous effect on my spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Okay, it was two. First chakra, base chakra, responsibility. I plant myself on solid ground by consistently taking responsibility and having personal accountability for all that I do. I allow others to depend on me, being responsible. My action speaks louder than words. I rise above excess and overindulge as I forgive myself for my past indiscretions. I know I could not have acted in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. Please forgive yourself. All right, y'all, that's what I got. Hope it helps in some type of way. Okay. Y'all have a great Saturday. Saturn day. Ooh, okay. Hello. All right. Bye, y'all. Love y'all.